Hello, this is Julius from Basic Financials. I'm going to talk about the Furlough scheme, or its proper name is Coronavirus Job Retention Scheme, or CRJS, as they call it. Now, today's date is the Saturday, the 18th of April, and it's the actual claim method is going to come out on Monday the 20th. So it's not there yet. HMRC presumably updating their sites over the weekend, and you should be able to do something on Monday. I say should be able to, because you can imagine that everybody who knows about it is going to be making their claims on Monday, and who knows what's going to happen to their system, whether it will survive it or not. But anyway, it's opening Monday. Now, something that's going to potentially throw some people, delay things, is in the detailed guidance. It says that you need to have a government gateway account, or if you have an agent that does your payroll, if they have a government gateway account and do it through their agent account, they might be able to submit a claim on your behalf. But some payroll agents are what they call filing-only agents, and they're not authorised to do everything for you, and they won't be allowed to do your claim for you. They can give you the information, but they won't be able to do it if they're only filing agents. You have to have full authority to be able to submit a claim, or you'd need to do it yourself. And if you're going to do it yourself, you have to have your own government gateway account, and also be set up for the payroll service, which some people aren't going to be, and they might only find that out on Monday. Now, it's not that difficult in normal circumstances to set up your own government gateway account and enrol for the payroll service. I've got another video about setting up a government gateway account, and once you've done that, then you can apply to enrol for the payroll service. The trouble is, it requires a code to be sent to you in the post. Normally takes about 5 to 7 days, and then you have to activate the service with that code. So it's going to delay things if you're not already set up for that. You can do it now, but you'd really be wanting to find out what sort of, if you're expecting your agent to do it, you need to really try and find out if they have a full authority and will be able to make that claim for you, or whether they're filing only agents, because I'm not too sure whether it would be a good idea for you to set up an account and then apply for the service if it's already there with somebody else to do already. So that might throw some people, but you'll get round it in the end. It just means it's another delay to the funds coming in. When you make the claim, it sounds like what's going to happen is you will need to put in the details of the bank that you want the money to go into, obviously, otherwise they wouldn't be able to pay you the money. You will need that gateway account, as I say, and be enrolled for the payroll service, apparently. I don't quite know exactly how it's going to work. Presumably you will log into your gateway account and then go into a new service that's there within the payroll for making a furlough claim. And then for each employee, this is assuming that you have under 100 employees. For each employee that you've furloughed, you'll need to be entering their national insurance number, their name, the period that it relates to for the furlough period, which is a minimum of 3 weeks. Remember, you can backdate to the 1st of March if they were furloughed on the 1st of March. And the amount of the claim, and you'll enter the amount for each individual employee. If you have more than 100, then apparently you can do it on say, for example, an Excel spreadsheet, put the same information in, and then you'd upload that file to the gateway account. Now, remember, if you're going to submit a claim for employees, you can only submit a claim for 80% of their usual pay. So if you've decided to carry on paying their full amount, you'll only be able to make a claim for 80% of it. You might have dropped their pay to 80%, in which case you'll be claiming all of it. that is up to a maximum of £2,500 a month for the gross salary. That 2,500. Now, sorry, that's the 80. The 2,500 relates to the 80%. So the gross salary times 80% can be 2,500, and then you'll also be able to make the claim for the employer's national insurance on whatever that amount you are claiming back on, and the auto enrolment employer pension contributions to the minimum amount, which at the moment I think is 3% at the moment. So remember also that the furloughed employees, if you're going to say that they're furloughed, they need, basically you should have done that already, because it needs to be agreed between the two of you. The employee and the employer need to already be signing something to say everyone's agreeing to the situation, and they're not allowed to work for you in that time. They can. Doesn't matter if they've got another job somewhere, if they're allowed to under their contract, but they can't be working for you. The other thing is, if you're a director of a company, say you're a director of your own company, which can be a lot of people in that situation, for small businesses, you are allowed to furlough yourself. You can carry on doing work that's required of you as a director. For example, keeping insurances going, keeping the records going, even doing your statutory duties, submitting confirmation statements at the end, returns, all that sort of thing that you need to do if you have a company, and basically to keep things ticking over. But you're not supposed to do your normal work as far as generating income is concerned. I know that all seems a little bit strange in that it's not very good for winding down and then building back up again, but that's the way the rules are. So you can, if you're a director, you still can furlough yourself, but remember, it's only going to be on your payroll salary, really. You can't, if you've been doing small salary and dividends, you can't put your dividends in there as well. The other thing is they did change the rules recently, because originally it was only employees who were on the payroll on the 29th of February. Well, now it can be up to the 19th of March. So if you've submitted an RTI, a real-time information report for someone on the payroll up to the 19th of March, then you can have them furloughed as well. That probably brings in people who weekly paid after February. Also, if you've made someone redundant, you could bring them back on, and then you can furlough them as well. I think that's probably enough now. As I say, the scheme will open on Monday. Still don't know exactly how it's going to look. It's becoming a bit clearer all the time, and I would be amazed if the system doesn't crash on Monday, but who knows. And bear with it, because it will even out, just like with all the shopping, where there was no shopping to start with, eventually it will smooth out. So you will be able to make your claim at some point. Just bear with it, keep an eye on the guidance, see what's happening out there, and good luck with your claim, and do it properly, do it under the spirit. Don't furlough if you're not really furloughed, because that's not going along with the idea of everything, and it's abusing the system. So keep under the spirit of what's going on, and I'll see you again for another video soon. Remember, like and subscribe. Leave your comments. If you do subscribe, then you can make your comments, and you'll know if I've done another video, and you'll know when I've submitted a reply to your comments and questions. So, good luck, and I'll see you again soon.